I did it. I bought a Curio instead of trying to open it. Well, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. My name is Louie. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. Today, I'd like to chat about the Sorcery Contested Realm ecosystem, environment, community, what is happening and what is going on in Sorcery, and what is happening on the channel. You know, we've been working on having a lot of fun. I thought we were having a lot of fun opening up boxes and hanging out. We were trying to pull a Curio. We were trying to figure out what the heck are these Curios that people keep talking about. And this past couple weeks, I actually decided that I was just gonna go ahead and purchase a Curio. So I picked up the Mirror Realm Curio Gorgeous card. Really excited about it. This is one of the ones that I really wanted. It's just, I think it's like the coolest artwork. Like, I've got the playmat too. I just think it's the coolest artwork. I love when the world interacts in weird ways in games, like the high fantasy stuff. Check out this one. I think this is, I don't remember, I think this is Growth Spiral from Magicthegathering, or it's Growth something. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I just love the way that it is. It's just cool, like when we have high fantasy and really cool stuff that can't happen in real life. Like Edge of the World does the same thing for me. It's just really cool. And so picking up this one was really cool for me. And I want to talk a little bit about the market. I want to talk a little bit about what I expect to happen with Sorcery over the next couple of months. We've been playing games. You're going to start seeing some gameplay content, not because people made me feel like I need to, but because I've been teaching some people how to play locally. And, you know, it takes a long time to get this stuff going when you're not just making content and you're running a store and also trying to teach your friends how to play. And it's a lot to set up cameras. Every time one of my friends is over, I set up cameras. I ask them to be on a video, and it just gets old after a while. So I took some time to just enjoy it. Anyway, so we've got some gameplay footage coming up this week. But I want to talk to you about a couple things. First off, why did I buy a Curio rather than continuing to open up boxes and sell singles at gamegrove.gg and experience the fun with you all? Well, A, we're not done. We're going to keep probably opening up some stuff. I'm waiting to see where the market kind of ends up and buy some more boxes. But right now, Curio prices compared to box prices in my mind are just silly. I picked up this thing for, I think I paid $1,250, which is essentially cheaper. It's about the price of 2 booster boxes. And I've opened up, what is it now? Like 80 boxes and haven't pulled a Curio. So to pick up the Curio that I wanted rather than to continue to try to open it just seemed like the healthy, wise thing to do. And you remember the last box or 2 boxes ago, I pulled the Cortesian Thias, the Parmesan cheese foil. I was able to sell that or trade it for about $2,800 worth of value, something like that. So I used some of that to actually pick this up, and you know, for me, it was what I wanted. So we are not done. I want to start off by saying that we're going to continue to open singles. I'm just taking a little bit break, recouping some stuff in my own head and on the channel. But yeah, I want to talk about Sorcery now. That's enough about me, about my stuff. I just like to share my perspectives with you. In my opinion, a Curio at $12.50, really arguably one of the better Curios at $12.50 when box prices are as, you know, still as high as they are, just seems like a no-brainer. So, all right, Sorcery. So we're in this weird lull, this weird period, where the market's going down, and I think we kind of anticipated that. Listen, like we overshoot. This is how every indie TCG has ever gone. You overshoot the market, you have a cooling off period, and then one of 2 things happen. Either things continue to go down and they never rebound, they never kind of, you know, right the ship, or, you know, the stuff will flatline and kind of continue to move on over the next couple months and years. And then when beta comes out, it will kind of depend on who comes in and picks up the game and enjoys it enough to say, hey, I want to start like collecting and investing in higher end stuff, and we'll see what happens. Like, that's kind of the ebbs and flows of a indie TCG market. This is nothing that surprising, to be honest. The real question for Sorcery right now is we're in this weird period where the market has, you know, the market hype has died. People have finished their sets. People are done kind of opening and enjoying the alpha product. they were waiting for beta and we had this delay, and now the influx of new people hasn't come in. Listen, when you are teaching your community, when I'm at the table with Adam and Andrew and we're playing games, and it gets me excited, and that's what happens in indie TCGs. You get excited about sharing the game with other people. But when cards are still so expensive and box prices are still so expensive, it just enters into this little lull. So the big question mark for Sorcery now, in my mind, is when beta comes out, do we recapture this excitement of the idea of sitting at a table together with our friends and playing the game and enjoying it? And can we grow wide by people like you, like actually sitting down at your table and playing games with your friends? And that is by and far the most important thing with Sorcery at this point. It doesn't matter where alpha boxes are at. It doesn't matter, what a 9/5 quad is compared to a raw foil. There are whales. There are people picking this stuff up. I've been having conversations with people who are interested in 9/5 quads and they want that stuff and they don't care about playing. There is that stuff still happening. But really, in order to sustain the game, you need people like you and I teaching people how to play at a local level and moving forward in that direction. And I think there's a misconception about Sorcery that this is going to overtake Magic the Gathering, or it's really every indie TCG goes through it, but that this is going to overtake a community like Magic the Gathering. I don't see that happening. What Sorcery needs is 10, 20 people learning the game at a time. One person turning into 3 or 4, and 3 or 4 turning into 10, 12, 15, and that just slow, steady growth, growing at a local level, and people picking up the game. And really what happens when a game transitions in this way is we see it move from online, where people are interacting with this game and it's growing because of Discord servers and eBay sales and whatever, where we see it go from an online game where the community is online to a type of place where the community is at a kitchen table or at a LGS table, and where people are interacting and gathering together. And that is such a hard growth period for any indie TCG. It's so hard because for those of you in the community who don't end up with a place to play, and you've only been engaging with this game on the internet, there's going to be a lull. There's going to be an absence that you feel in the community, because as people find people locally to play with, they disappear from the online scene. When you don't need a Discord server to talk about the game, you end up playing the game at a table and talking to your friends, and you don't need the whole online community anymore. And so I think I guess the point of this video is to prepare that there is a coming storm for the indie TCG Sorcery community, that the community is going to have to change in order for the game to grow. And this is a good thing. So if you find yourself frustrated by a lack of conversation that felt like the old days in the Discord server, if you find yourself frustrated that YouTube channels aren't making videos or the specific videos that you want them to, I think you got to remember that at a local level, these games are growing, and it happens at tables when there's not cameras around. It happens at tables when, the internet, no one's on Discord because you're at the table looking up rules and you're trying to figure out mechanics and stuff like that. So this is an ebb and a flow and a growth cycle that almost every indie TCG goes through. And on the other end, you have to figure out, are you going to make it? Is Sorcery going to make it through not just being a Discord TCG, but actually a full-fledged community of people growing and teaching each other and learning? And I, for one, believe that Sorcery can make that adjustment because the game is so good. It's so much fun to play on the table and interact, and you're telling stories together, and it's just fun. It's just good. So those are my thoughts on the current state of Sorcery. I'm not surprised boxes are going down a little bit. Honestly, I'm surprised they haven't gone down more. I would say at $500 a box, that's kind of a floor for probably a lot of people. I think we're still at like 700, and frankly, that's not down that far from the high was. Everybody says the high was 1K, but it wasn't. It never really got there. Reality, it was like 850, about there. And so the stuff's not even down that far. It's just slowed. Everything's just slow because it's transitioning. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Again, I'm a little disappointed in myself that I bought it. I'm not gonna lie. I really wanted to pull it, but it just was the smart decision. It's like one of those adult decisions where like you make it and you're like, man, that sucked. Like, that sucked. That was an adult decision I had to make. But it's cool. It's still, I mean, it's still so cool to look at. So anyway, have yourselves a great day. Be kind to the people around you. Remember, as things shift and change, you can be part of the solution. You can be teaching people how to play the game. You can be introducing it at your LGS and teach 1 or 2 people, and you have yourself a little community of fun friends to hang out with and play the game. So be kind to the people around you. We'll see you again next video, where we will have a sorcery gameplay video as well as some sorcery deck techs, not in the way that you would anticipate most people would do deck techs, but actually a way to actually grow a community with just you and your friends in that way. So have yourself a great day. Be kind to the people around you. We'll see you again next video.